Foresights TV with me, Esma. India and Kuwait are set to strengthen their ties across key areas such as defense, trade and labor welfare during the upcoming visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Kuwait. This visit marks a significant milestone as it is the first time in 43 years that an Indian Prime Minister will visit the Gulf nation. With a strong historical and cultural connection, the visit is expected to deepen the long-standing partnership between the two countries. The discussions will focus on fostering closer collaboration in various sectors while also addressing the welfare of Indian workers in Kuwait who form a large part of the country's labor force. Here's a special story from Foresights TV. Prime Minister Modi will engage with key Kuwaiti leaders including His Highness the Amir, the Crown Prince and the Prime Minister of Kuwait. These meetings are expected to cover a broad range of bilateral issues from trade and defense cooperation to energy and cultural exchanges. According to Arun Kumar Chatterjee, Secretary for Overseas Indian Affairs at the Ministry of External Affairs or MEA, the visit aims to reinforce India's historical ties with Kuwait, emphasizing shared values and cooperation in critical areas such as investment and defense. India-Kuwait trade relations have been growing steadily, with bilateral trade reaching US dollars of 10.47 billion in the fiscal year 2023 to 2024. Kuwait is a crucial partner for India, not only as an economic collaborator but also as a significant supplier of crude oil, fulfilling 3% of India's energy requirements. Furthermore, the Kuwait Investment Authority has invested over 10 billion US dollars in India. One of the highlights of the visit is the potential for discussions around a free trade agreement or FTA between India and the Gulf Cooperation Council or GCC, which could further enhance trade ties between India and Kuwait, as well as the broader GCC bloc, which consists of the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman and Kuwait. Defense cooperation between India and Kuwait is another key area of focus during Modi's visit. Discussions are underway to formalize agreements, including a defense cooperation pact that could pave the way for enhanced security collaboration and joint exercises. This would further cement India's role as a strategic partner for Kuwait in the region. The strengthening of defense ties is also seen as a part of India's broader strategy to engage with Gulf nations on security matters. Prime Minister Modi's visit also holds symbolic significance for the large Indian diaspora in Kuwait, which plays a critical role in the nation's workforce. Modi is expected to visit a labor camp and engage directly with the Indian workers, highlighting the Indian government's commitment to their welfare. This visit comes at a crucial time, especially after the tragic fire incident in June 2024 that resulted in the deaths of over 45 Indian workers. Addressing the safety and rights of Indian workers in Kuwait will be a significant part of Modi's diplomatic agenda. In addition to his official meetings, Prime Minister Modi will also participate in cultural events, including the opening ceremony of the Arabian Gulf Cup, a major football tournament in the region. The visit is expected to feature a grand diaspora event, Hala Modi, which will see around 5,000 members of the Indian community attending, further strengthening people-to-people ties between the two nations. The cultural exchange underscores the importance of soft diplomacy in enhancing bilateral relations. India and Kuwait share a deep-rooted relationship that dates back centuries, with maritime trade being a major component of their interaction. In the pre-oil era, Kuwait's economy was centered around trade with India, including shipbuilding, pearl diving, and the exchange of goods such as dates, spices, and textiles. This historic bond is reflected in the long-standing presence of Indian nationals in Kuwait, many of whom have contributed significantly to the country's development. Diplomatic relations were formalized in 1961, and the visit by Modi is expected to further cement the ties that have existed for decades. Kuwait is a landmark event in India-Kuwait relations, marking a new chapter in the two countries' long-standing partnership. The visit is expected to lead to significant advancements in trade, defense cooperation, and the welfare of the Indian diaspora, particularly in the context of labor rights and safety. With a focus on consolidating existing ties and exploring new adventures for collaboration, the visit underscores India's growing strategic and economic influence in the Gulf region. The discussions with Kuwaiti leaders, the potential for a free trade agreement with the GCC, and Modi's engagement with the Indian community will lay the groundwork for a stronger, more dynamic partnership. This visit will undoubtedly strengthen the historical and cultural bonds between the two nations, paving the way for a more prosperous and cooperative future. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Foresight TV with me, Isma.